Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nemesis Prime 85 coming at you with another video. And today, we're going to be doing something kind of crazy. We're going to be taking a look at the Transformers movie masterpiece, Mpm-04 Optimus Prime. And this video is just going to be the robot mode. I'm not going to do the whole transformation because I don't want to damage the joints and stuff in this figure. So, we'll start off by looking at the packaging, and I still have it in the plastic wrap just to keep it nice, so I can do that. See, 10 years, so this came out 3 years ago, I think, and I got this like 4 months ago, and I just haven't reviewed it. So, NPM, the truck mode. Why do you think I'm not doing the truck mode? Because I don't want to go through that struggle with transforming it. This is a Takara product with Hasbro included, Mpm-04 Optimus Prime Autobot. A nice picture of him in his robot mode right there. Transformers on this side of the box. It's really glary. Just do that. Optimus Prime, and you have a nice little picture there of him. Same thing on the other, or no, never mind. On the other side, you got the truck. Can't really see that. That's because I have the plastic wrap on the bottom. Words and things and stuff on the top. 10 years, Transformers masterpiece, movie series, Optimus Prime. And on the back of the box, you have all this stuff. You got to cut that in the way, but it just shows you all the things you can do with this product. Some posing and just everything you can do with this product. So, we'll put the package off the side because it's a pretty big box. And this is why you're all here, to see this gorgeous figure. And I might have to put my camera up here. This is because this is a very big figure. So here you go. And this looks so good. I'm really happy with this figure. And this is my prized Optimus Prime in my collection right now. And, yeah. Let's take a close look at his head. It's not very close. I can zoom in. Let me see. There's his head. Very good looking head sculpt. Moving down the body, and his gut, his legs. His legs do look very well. Very good. And there is some die cast in this figure as well. I should mention that. The feet right here, that is die cast. That is die cast. This whole upper part is die cast, and then this whole thing inside of his leg is die cast as well, and along with this gut piece. So, yeah, and, so, like I said, this video is going to be articulation, comparisons, and just the cool things you can do with this figure. So, starting off, we'll look at his accessories that come with him. You have one of his Energon swords. These do look very nice. Very good, in my opinion. So then you do get 2 of these for either hand, and then you have his rifle, and this does look really good. I like the black kind of burn at the tip of it. I wish it was painted like silver instead of this gunmetal, because a lot of this figure is this silver. I would have got the Legendary Toys version because that's painted perfectly. It looks great, but this one was $100 on Amazon. So, he picked it up, and I love it, regardless. So, yeah, so we'll look at his gimmicks that you can do first. So first, put his head up, so he's looking at you. You got the masked face, but much like the Caliber Optimus Prime, you can take that up, spin it around, and fold it back down, and there you have his mouth revealed. And don't get me wrong, that looks spot on. That does look great. Just good looking figure, great sculpting. I have no problems with this figure whatsoever. But just taking that. But me personally, I prefer my masked Optimus Prime. Put that back down right there. There you go. But it does look very good. A second gimmick that you can do, this figure, zooming back out and zooming in, down here on his gut. We could probably bring the camera back down for this part. So as you can see, oh, that's too far. There you go. So he's got, as you saw on the box, you can actually, let me get this angle perfect for you guys because you can see this good. What you can do is take these doors, open them up, and they're on a hinge, so you want to push them back and then have them like that. Then what you want to do is grab this piece, unhook it, and you can hinge it out to the side while bringing up this chest piece as well. So just swinging those out to the side, and you've probably guessed what we're doing. And to get that part out, it's easiest to take the sword and pry it loose. On. And this whole piece is die cast, by the way, like I said earlier. But then you open them up, and you can see that. And then next, what you want to do, take your sword or nail, grab it. It'll usually bring down the whole assembly, so you want to grab it right there and push it back. And as you can see, he's got a little matrix of leadership, and that's really cool. And another thing you can do with it, you can actually take it out of the figure itself. So prying it open, come on. There it goes. You got a nice little matrix of leadership right there. And it does look really good. It just got those two big holes in it on both sides. And it is sculpted really nice. And as you can see, the inside as well has some molded detail in there too. And I know this isn't really high quality camera vision. As you can probably tell, I'm filming this with an iPhone 7. So I'll probably have to buy an actual camera. And you can just put it right back in there. Oh, it didn't fight me this time. Wow, it usually fights. And then just put that back up, swing that in, and that'll tab in, and then you can bring these in. Remember to you can't even see. Remember to push these down, the whole hood section. And then you can bring the windows back up, and there you go. Now he's back to normal. So, I can zoom back out here. Now, the articulation. This figure does have great articulation. Don't get me wrong. I just don't really want to pose it that crazy so I can keep the joints nice. That's why I was debating if I did this review or not. So first, start off, we can actually bring him down here on my little stand. So first, the head is on a swivel. So you can do that, and then you can get it that far. It can go up quite a ways, down a little bit, and there's the head. The arms can go out that much before that hinders the movement. They are on a ratchet joint, so they can do a full 360. There is a bicep swivel right here, and then you can do that as well. Then the hands are on a swivel as well. You can do that. That's mostly for the sword gimmick. The thumb is on a hinge. These three fingers are all connected, and then the pointer is able to point. And then you gotta, come on, Optimus, stop fighting me. Come on, come on. And then what I like to do, I like to take the pointer and angle it in, so it kind of looks like he's got a closed fist. The legs, or not the legs, there is a swivel right there, but it's hindered by the this piece and the whole backpack, so you can't really move that. The legs can go forward about that far and backwards that far. These are some nice ratchet joints, by the way, and they can go up and down. I'm just not going to do it because it always screws everything up for me. This is on a swivel as well. The knee is on a double joint, so you can there's a ratchet right here and then the joint right there, and then you want to make sure the legs are straight for standing, because it'll always screw things up. There you go. Bring those back out. And then the feet are on a hinge right there. And that's just about it. And there's also an ankle tilt, but it will move this piece, so it'll kind of bend it, and that's not okay with me. So I don't really ever use the ankle tilt. But now we can show off the sword gimmick, and I had no idea I left the sword back there. That must have looked super dumb. Super duper dumb. Good job, Gavin. Flippin' idiot. So you can take, and we could probably bring these down again. There we go. I need a good angle. That'll work. So you take the hand and angle it in, and it'll click because it's on a bit of a ratchet. And then you can see slot right there, and then the tab on the end of the sword. And make sure when you're putting the sword in, it's on the inside, and this piece is on the top. So you know which sword goes into which, and that just goes in there. And then you can take the hand and rock it back ever so slightly to make it look a little bit better. And yeah, that does look pretty savage. And you can do that with both, but I'm going to show the gun with the other hand. So much like the typical Masterpiece Transformers, just open up the hand, angle the thumb up, crud, and then you got the 2 tabs on the outside, and then the slot in the palm, and then you can just line that up, close the hand around it, put the thumb down, and there you go. Now he's got his gun, and that does stay in there very securely. I do like that. And yeah. So there you have that. And now, for comparison, we will bring in, come on. It's a very heavy figure. Made things heavy back then, and I think by me saying back then, you all know what I'm talking about. I hope you do. You better. I did review this guy a while ago. Here we have the Revenge of the Fallen mold. If we'll stand. There you have that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like this guy, but he's slim. Because this one, I love this figure. Just because it's old, I love it. But, I don't know. It's just, this one's so much better. And, so you can see everything. I mean, this one, I kind of do like his chest a little bit more. Because, like, the windows, or the doors, and then the gut, I kind of like that a little bit more because it's smaller. This one, I still like this one. Nothing against the Mpm. You can kind of see my giant Autobot logo up there. So, yeah, that's how big these guys are. But, so, next, we can bring in another bigger comparison right here. The Unique Toys Challenger. And he's a bit bigger. He's a bit bigger. And I tried. You cannot put the sword into his... Or did I try? Here. Let's see if you can take his sword and put it into the MPN's hand. So I'm going to take the gun off real quick. So we can test this for science. My least favorite subject. We can test it. Put him back up here. Challenger. Yeah, I think I did try this, and I think the slot's too small. Yeah. Yeah, so it just doesn't fit. I mean, you can get it in. It'll just kind of, you know, flop around. But yeah. Yeah, so, I think it's just the hands are too small, and it doesn't really hold the sword like the Unique Toys does. But just to go back to the comparison right here, as you can see, he's a lot bigger. I mean, this to me, this is the movie masterpiece, Last Night Optimus. Don't get me wrong, the Toy World. I don't know. If I get that thing in hand, if I get the Toy World Knight Orion, or their take on Last Night Optimus, it might be better. But, yeah. He's a little bit bigger. It's taking him off the side. And let me know if you want me to review him. I said 5 to 10 likes on my toy haul video from TFCon. So I'll check that after this. And if it's there, I'll review it. And this one, the Unique Toys Challenger, it'll have to just be a robot mode video because some of the joints are already loose, and I don't want to make those loose even more. So next, we can bring in, let's see, bring in Studio Series Bumblebee Optimus, just so you can see how they look. And duh, he's bigger. He's like a leader class size-ish. There you go. Yeah. And just because here he is with the Flame Toys Furai model IDW Optimus Prime, just so you can see how they look, just because he's one of the Optimuses that I was able to grab off my shelf easily. And again, just because, here we have Studio Series Megatron. And they do look pretty good together. They do, for me, scale fine with each other. Did I just say scale fine? No, they do not scale fine. But they look okay. If they, I might get the Mpm-08 of, sorry about that, the movie masterpiece Megatron. I still have to get him. So I will not be forgetting about him in a while. But last but not least, here we have, come on, as he would say, what's your name? There you go. Yeah. And that kind of does work for me. He should be a little bit taller, but I think, yeah, that works. That works out fine to me. He does not want to stand. He does not want to stand. So, oh no. So, yeah. And all in all, this is my prized. This is probably the biggest thing in my collection. That, like, not the most expensive, not even close. The most expensive is still Trypticon and Fort Max. Those average at like $150. Challenger, the Last Night Optimus, got him for like $135 at TFCon. But this guy, I got him for $100 off of Amazon because they were doing an MPM sale. So, yeah. So, if you want to pick this guy up, make sure to check Big Bad Toy Store, even though they probably have it out of stock because they never stock their Optimuses. But, you want him, check out Megalopolis if you're near one of them, or check their website. Check Big Bad Toy Store, TF Source, Robot Kingdom, Amazon, eBay, any place like that. And I do recommend this figure if you're a diehard Optimus Prime fan like I am. But that's going to be just about it for this video. So here's one last look at the figure. And that'll just have to be it for the Transformers Mpm-04 Optimus Prime. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and go check out my gaming videos. Make sure to check those out. I think you'll have a fun time listening to me ramble about random garbage that I don't know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, make sure to like, subscribe. I already said that. Hit the like button. I already said that, too. I'm tired. My brain isn't working right now. But, I almost said it again. I caught myself. Leave a comment on what you want me to review next from my collection. And, this is Nemesis Prime 85 signing off. See you later, guys.